Welcome to the Seboar product tutorial video. In this video we will demonstrate the first flight of the Rockwing Y3 series RTF6. Before the first flight, please select an open outdoor area with few people and no obstacles. Stay away from no-fly zones to ensure flight safety. Unlock the latches on both sides of the RTF6 aircraft safety case. Open the case, take out the aircraft battery. Aircraft antennas. Then sequentially remove the V-tail, left wing, right wing, and the aircraft body. Install the V-tail onto the carbon tube at the rear of the aircraft. Pay attention to the installation direction, and tighten the V-tail fixing nuts. Open the wing fixing latches on the RTF6 aircraft body, and install the left and right wings. Press down the wing latches to lock them securely. Fix the two antennas to the mounting positions on the top of the fuselage. Unlock the aircraft battery compartment safety lock. Range the battery hook and loop strap. Insert the aircraft battery and secure it with the hook and loop strap. Connect the power supply to the aircraft later. After assembly, place the aircraft on a flat ground or the packaging case. Take out the remote controller. Extend the remote controller antennas. Press and hold the remote controller's power button for 5 seconds to turn it on. Ensure the mode switch on the upper right side of the remote controller is in the top position. Connect the aircraft power supply. The aircraft and gimbal will power on automatically. Open the battery compartment safety buckles, reinstall the battery compartment cover and release the latches. Ensure the battery compartment cover is properly installed. On the remote controller, click Fly GCS icon. Click Offline Flight Mode. The remote controller will enter the preview screen. Displaying the map mode by default, you can switch the display mode by clicking Visible Light View or Thermal Imaging View on the screen. Switch back to the Visible Light View. The triangle ruler icon on the right is the distance measurement function. Click it to display the distance of the corresponding position. The magnifying glass icon is the zoom function. Click to zoom in and out of the screen. The adjacent icons with arrows correspond to horizontal gimbal centering, three-axis centering, and gimbal vertical downward view functions. The icons on the left, from top to bottom, are camera auxiliary control, includes grid line settings, gimbal control, gimbal speed, RTMP settings, etc. Photo function. Click to take photos. Video recording function. Click to start recording. Click again to stop. Unlock function. Click to unlock when the gimbal is locked in a certain direction. Speaker icon. No function added yet. At the top, the indicators are aircraft battery level. Flight mode not selectable here. Signal strength. Return to launch RTL mode selection. Flight altitude. GPS 3D data. Remote controller battery level. The 3 dots in the upper right corner are for additional settings, including disconnect, send mission, load mission, clear flight path, etc. Open the map screen. Pinch inward with 2 fingers to zoom out. Pinch outward to zoom in. And drag with 1 finger to move the map. Select a safe takeoff area for the aircraft. Check the aircraft status, battery level, GPS signal, video transmission, remote control signals, and whether the aircraft servo direction control is normal. After all preparations are completed, pull the throttle stick down and inward to unlock the aircraft. The aircraft's 3 motors will enter idle state. Push the throttle stick up, and the aircraft will take off vertically. At this time, the aircraft's control method is consistent with Mode 2 American hand quadcopter drones. Left joystick controls ascent, descent, counterclockwise rotation, clockwise rotation. Right joystick controls horizontal forward, backward, left lateral move, right lateral move. Before switching to fixed wing mode, control the aircraft to climb to a safe altitude. Once the aircraft's altitude exceeds obstacles 500 meters ahead, press the button on the left side of the remote controller switch. The aircraft will enter fixed wing mode. At this point, push the left joystick up to accelerate the aircraft. Pull down to decelerate. Push left for left yaw. Push right for right yaw. Push the right joystick down to make the aircraft climb. Push up to dive downward. Push left to turn left. To increase the turning angle, push left and hold the stick down. Push right to turn right. Similarly, push right and hold the stick down to increase the turning angle. In cruise mode, the aircraft can switch to FPWA mode. After switching to FPWA mode, the aircraft enters pure fixed wing attitude mode. In this mode, the aircraft no longer automatically controls its altitude, but the control method remains unchanged and you can control the aircraft at larger angles. The aircraft is equipped with a 1-key return to launch RTL function. During RTL, ensure there are no obstacles along the aircraft's return route. If necessary, click the RTL button again to cancel RTL. Please note the current position of the switch lever: top position, VTOL mode; middle or bottom position, FPWA mode. During RTL, you can double-click the button to restore cruise mode. Ignores lever state if the lever is in the top position. Canceling RTL by pressing the RTL button will switch to VTOL mode if the lever is not in the top position. Canceling RTL will switch to FPWA mode. During RTL, ensure there are no obstacles within a 100 meter radius of the landing point. The aircraft will circle within a 100 meter radius above the home point during RTL. Descend until the altitude is below 30 meters before switching back to VTOL mode for landing. When manually intervening in RTL, switching from cruise or FPWA mode to VTOL mode requires sufficient braking distance. Under windless conditions, the braking distance is approximately 20 meters. You can choose automatic RTL or manual control for landing based on the surrounding environment. After automatic RTL landing, the aircraft will automatically lock the motors. For manual landing, after the aircraft lands, Pull the left throttle stick to the bottom left and hold for 3 seconds. The aircraft will automatically lock the motors. Once the motors are locked, remove the battery compartment cover. Disconnect the aircraft battery connections in sequence. And turn off the remote controller. This concludes the first flight and keynotes for the RTF-6. Thank you for watching.